Hey guys, this is Major Foley here, doing the gold extended edition. Sorry, not gold edition. There, and we are doing the ancient relics. That's right, we are doing the ancient relics level 5. This is actually quite an easy level once you have a strat going for it, which is immediately destroying one of the Egyptian bases so they cannot really threaten you ever. Then all you have to do is sneak behind the other one and take their relic with a bunch of destroyer heroes, and then there's one free one, although there's a bunch of wild animals that attack you after that, or, beasts are set. And finally, which is the hardest one, is going through an entire Egyptian city to go grab the last relic. It really isn't that difficult, and of course you're here to see how it can be done without issues. Well, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. Oh yeah, and if this scenario doesn't prove that the Atlanteans are kinda evil, due to one of the voice actors, I have no clue what to tell you.
Have we heard back from the troops we sent to help the Greeks?
Yes, my queen. They have arrived and are defending Sikios. They say the Atlantean army is outside the city, but they are not attacking.
Queen Amonra,
Arkantos!
I have come to warn you. You are about to be attacked by the Atlanteans.
Our troops have already met them in Greece.
Not in Greece, here. With your army away defending the Greeks, the Atlanteans have decided to attack you where you are now, undefended, at home.
We must prepare.
The Atlanteans want to teach you a lesson for standing against them. They will attempt to take the 4 relics you keep in these lands as a sign of their dominance. Stop them.
We don't have much time. The Atlanteans will be here soon.
Alright. So, first up, we want to build a palace.
The 4 ancient relics in these
About
lands grant great
those,
blessings upon these people. We
and send
must
one back
capture
to the
them
other side of the
all.
bank.
We are restrained to the heroic age.
Want to bring our
and have
units
no god powers until
over here.
we capture the relics in these lands.
Build a town center. We actually want the 3rd citizen to start building walls. Forget about this town center for now. We don't need it. What we need are destroyers. In the meantime, though, we're going to go start attacking. We're going to turn our Arcus into heroes as well, because we need anti-myth unit.
To protect this ancient temple of Kronos by putting some walls around it.
So once we see the Sphinx, we're just going to bring our Murmelo back. Alright, we're going to start trading destroyers. So there they are. Just going to fight under the palace. Really, you're very likely going to lose your Murmelo, but that's what the destroyers are for. Once your palace is done, we are going to start farming resources on the other side. So the whole point we're doing this is so red never threatens our base, pretty much. Come on, please eject. I hate ejecting things from this. Alright, and we got one more wall up here. Need to keep trading destroyers, guys. Get a barracks so we can get the upgrades. Ignore every other building. We have to destroy key buildings, mainly the military training ones and the town center. That's our job. By doing that, we can easily take care of the rest. Alright, so let's get villagers training, and we'll get medium infantry from the barracks. Alright, now let's start taking the temple. Don't worry about getting the relics immediately, it's not necessary. Have the archers support, so they've got watchtowers up already, which is not great. But luckily our destroyers have high pierce armor as it is anyway. But yeah, try not to lose your archers if you can. They're important to keep to destroy the sphinxes.
This ancient temple of Kronos cannot be time shifted as ordinary buildings can.
We do need more gold. So yeah, first goal, destroy any military building. Don't destroy anything else. We need to get a manor house, or we're not going to get any more population stuff done. Alright, with that done, we can now destroy the barracks. Kopesh. Yeah, like our main concern is the military buildings. Even the town center doesn't really do that much damage to the destroyers. Not, you know, irreplaceable damage. And
We should be prepared for naval
we're keeping the archers here right now because we still need to kill the laborers and any other military buildings that do happen. And we kept 2 here because Orange will send a bit of a force to help, what's it called? Attack. Alright, with all the military done, we need to get rid of that. Let's start taking the laborers out. And we need to still defend it. We also need to build a palace here. I need to get an economic guild. Well, we need to get an economic guild.
We found a relic. Now return to the Temple of Kronos with it.
Yeah, make sure all the laborers are dead, or at least a good chunk of them. That'll keep them out. They'll keep coming into this area, so eventually you'll just keep destroying them. I'm gonna go send this Arcus to go pick up that relic, and every time you get a relic, you'll get a god power. Some useful, some not. I'm gonna build a watchtower here. And we're just gonna keep destroying this area and keeping our Arcus in the area, so they'll eventually kill all the laborers. That's the whole point, so they can't rebuild. And we're mostly going to be using destroyers just because they're tough units, even though they might move a little slower. We need them to be tough. As you can see, we're under attack here, so we're actually just going to repair the wall as much as we can. We're also going to send the rest of our Arcus back in the meantime. The destroyers can take care of the rest. Sometimes they'll just keep going around the wall trying to attack and then go to your main land, but should be here in time. Yep, there we go. They're not going to break through from that. Build another manor house. Yeah, just keep attacking all their stuff, making sure all the laborers are dead. Okay, they phased through the wall. That's wonderful. They actually phased through the wall. That is unfortunate. Alright. We are going to train a couple of myth units just to help. Just focus down the scorpions. That is an absolute joke that happened there. I really love it when they're able to phase through walls. We'll hold it, but it's ridiculous that it happened in the first place. Oh my god, the snake killed a civilian. Alright, we need more food gatherers now. Got plenty of gold. Alright, I believe they don't have any more laborers, so we can move back to base. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Oh well, a little bit of a rough start. Not really much of a problem though. Can always get a few more Arcus and turn them into heroes. And we have plenty of destroyers for our next attack ready to go. We're gonna get hunting dogs so we can get our food up faster. Let's clean up these snakes. Yeah, that was a little ridiculous how that happened. So we actually want this relic because this relic's going to be very important for us. It's the bronze god power. And when we attack from behind here, we want to just destroy the wall, sneak the relic out, and ignore Orange's army for the rest of the time. We don't really care. Now, the reason I'm not upgrading Arcus is because they're mostly going to stay as heroes. Of course, we're getting landed. Not an issue. This is a force we can deal with as well. Just drop these troops here. Turn them into heroes. And then just take out the myth units first. And then the Arcus can take care of the infantry just fine, or even the tower. Nice and easy. But yeah, that's why we wanted to build the watchtower. Alright. Let's get this relic in here and prepare our next attack. We are pop capped once again, which is not the greatest thing. Alright, we need to stop training destroyers now, as a matter of fact. We can get heroic renewal. It's not the worst thing to grab, especially since we're going to be using a bunch of heroes, but it's not necessary here. Alright, we only have 12, and we should get a dock, but 12 should be enough.
Has been bestowed on us.
So here's the rest of our destroyers. So what I'm going to do here is just get some more economic upgrades at this point, because we're really lacking, and I need to get my destroyers. I need to get enough to make my destroyers heroes, essentially. Oh, looks like they went around again. So I'm just going to drop my destroyers here, get their attention, and let them come back here. Alright, we're not going to be able to upgrade our destroyers to heroes. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast Bronze. And this will give us enough power, pretty much, to get the relic and get out. We do have to turn one into a hero, though, obviously. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get the relic. So like what they did to us, we drop our troops here. Get the ship away.
Return the ancient relic to the temple.
What we want to do is we just want to break this wall. Ignore everything else. Grab the relic. And bring it back to the ship. And that's as easy as pie. Now we're actually just going to drop the destroyer. Let's see if we can make it with the ship. Otherwise, if you're too worried, you can dump it on your side and you can go all the way around to the temple. Yeah, that's the second relic. Some idlers. Let's put you on gold because I need more gold. We're going to get medium infantry now, or heavy infantry, sorry. And realistically, these destroyers are still alive thanks to bronze, so we can actually bring them back too. Oh boy, here we go again. I'm gonna train some Arcus while we're here. We can't use our transport ship to bring him back anymore. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build another. We're gonna build a palace here. Need food gatherers. They're going around again, which is hilarious for us. Yeah, those destroyers are just going to keep fighting there. Alright, so let's get the next relic, which is another easy one. Need more wood. So destroy this little wall here. You can see there are a bunch of myth units that we need to deal with. Where'd the rest of my archers go? The ones that were heroes. Of course they got stuck up there, fighting something. Anyway, focus down the myth units with your archers when you get them back. There's a little orange army that was supposed to attack us. They're just going back to base so we can ignore them. I'm gonna train a bunch more destroyers. A little rough. Yeah. Shouldn't have been this rough, but it ended up being rough because I didn't stop the landings. That's just how it was. So realistically, guys, if you want to stop the landings, just have a few watchtowers with crenellations, and it should be enough. Possibly, like, just to block their landing path. Of course, if you want more pop, there is the town center. Alright, Alright, so we're just gonna grab the relic and run. As you can see, it spawns wild animals of set. Now we're also going to build a barracks here. Train a few more destroyers. I hate dealing with beasts of set. Alright, and now with the combined god powers that we have, we're gonna take the last section. Pretty much. We need more wood for farms because we're gonna run out of food here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put these guys on wood so we can get a lot of wood to put onto farms. Plow upgrade. Once we get enough destroyers, we're going to use the god powers to push for this last one. Realistically, I can put the farms wherever I want, because they don't have to go back and deliver them. Alright. Going to turn the rest of the Arcus into heroes. Remember, if you want more favor, Atlanteans get favor with the town centers. Alright, we are going to get heroic renewal. And now we're going to slowly push to the last relic. Oh, yeah, the Alex just building an obelisk. So, we'll come across like a big wall. The first thing we want to use, I believe, is Earthquake, then followed by Tornado later. Cast Earthquake here. Gonna get a few Destroyer heroes. We're gonna send the heroes to the relic. We're also gonna cast Tornado down here. Look, you can see them building a market here. And now we just need to get out of here. Go to the temple. And that's it. That's all you really need to do. We still did it in under 20 minutes despite the little setbacks I had. So imagine if you didn't have that many setbacks, you could do this just in 15. As long as they don't get blocked, of course, but that's why we have multiple destroyers. All we have to do is claim the relics.
At last, we have claimed the fourth relic for Atlantis.
Shut up, evil Atlantean. That's it. Nice and easy. I think that was half the time I took in my original guide. I have to check. And it'll probably be easier on gold when, you know, you actually take into account all the landings and stuff that they have to worry about. I was a little delayed in getting my citizens to repair the wall. I don't know how they phased through either, which really annoyed me. It happens from time to time.
They captured the relics.
Yes. Take the few troops you have and go to Greece.
I cannot leave my people at a time like this, Arcantos.
Amonra, the Atlantean troops are being led by my son.
Castor? Why would Castor attack us?
He is being tricked. You must find him. He led a force like the one here against the Norse homelands and is sailing back to Greece now. Seek him there.
Of course, the extended edition going on too fast for the cutscenes. Anyway, so that's it for Ancient Relics. Mount Olympus returns us to a dungeon crawling style thing, sort of like Greetings from Greece, but a lot different. No resources whatsoever. We're reliant completely on reinforcements, but it is a fun level. The only downside to this fun level is the walls suck. If you remember the Union level, I think it was, where you have to get the Norse Jarl's allegiances to like take on the Well of Erd. Yeah, you get glitched walls. unfortunately. So yeah, that's something we have to deal with when we get to it, though. In the meantime, guys, subscribe, drop me a like. It does help me, of course. Come watch me on Twitch. Even just dropping me a follow, even if you don't watch, helps me a lot. So I appreciate if you do that. And if you do like watching, I mean, you get to watch me live, obviously. So I hope to see you guys then. I shall catch you guys another time.